particles, we bring you great news. For this is a great day, a momentous day, a day that changes everything. We are the Sprites, and today we come with a green energy, the natural energy of green that is in this channel that sits before you. And we had to prepare him for this message. And the force of that realization reduced him to a blubbering wreck in the high street. For he needed to assimilate this before he could pass on the message in a reasonable state of clarity. Now, green is the colour of structure, of your thoughts. And up to now you may have thought of structure as something solid and unmoving. And in this day, in this now, that changes. We give context. The Sprites are the natural colour of violet, of spirituality. Beginning with the void, there comes the one. And from that one directly comes the information field that is the Sprite energy. And all else is but a symbol, a projection, a manifestation, a reflection of that information. It exists in entirety, in this moment now. And within it, you may experience waves of variety, which you experience as resonance. And there is also the blue energy. The blue energy of your planet, your global energy, mostly seen in the waves of your great oceans, of those resonant waves, and in your emotions. And in the violet spiritual energy we see your witness, that part of you that observes your experience and of your collective consciousness. And looking further out, there is the galactic energy, the galactic consciousness of yellow energy, of vitality. And when that unfolds, you will have free energy, for it is all free. And beyond that, there is the red singularity that is your universe, the universal consciousness. And those four coloured energies together today are collectively united in the green energy at the centre, the balance point. And synchronistically, this is the 14th day of your falsely constructed calendar. But the 1 and the 4 are indicative of the 4 energies, your 4 elements, the 4 directions of your compass, manifesting as one, as the structure, the centre of your compass that holds it all together. The one thing that all the 4 elements are but expressions of. And many may have thought of structure as something unmoving, unchanging, as in the false structures of your government, of your legislation, of your judiciary, of your sciences, of your religions, of your education system. And in this day that changes. It is like a helter-skelter in your amusement parks. You have got to the top, you have crested the peak, and you are beginning this moment now, slowly, the downward descent. And it will speed, and it will be exhilarating, it will be exciting. And for some it may even be scary. You may think your lives are threatened. You may think your security is at risk. But let us tell you, your security bars are in place. You are safe. Relax, enjoy the ride, and those that know their internal integrity will be able to laugh in joy at the ride that is to come. For it is all downhill from this moment now. We give you an image of the one thing reflected over and over again, infinitely reflected. And even the most perfect mirror with infinite reflection produces distortions. And that is what you have been experiencing, the distortions of infinite reflection. But my radiant particles, you have been there, cleaning the mirrors, straightening out the reflection. And in that continuous reflection, in each reflection, reality flips from left to right, from up to down, and at each level everything you know reverses. So in the colour sequence of your universe, you have red at the top as the universe, coming down to violet in your own witness. And yet in your body, your physicality is at the bottom, and your spirituality at the top. But both patterns are an illusion, for it is really cyclic. And in descending into your 3D reality, you have broken that cyclic nature and seen a straight line of hierarchy, of top and bottom. But it is just a cycle, and it only depends which way round the cycle you perceive it, as to which way the colours run. Now, we talk of resonance, another picture. And in the real experience here of this channel, playing a note upon his harp, and listening to the note continue afterwards. It is not simply a single sound decaying, but a wonderful complex dance of harmonics and the resonance that changes and flows through the strings of the harp, producing different patterns and tonalities. And so it is with all reality, a constant changing pattern of nodes being created and received back into the whole. And you see that dance in your solar system, for that is the consciousness of the solar system that is green. And it is the green consciousness of this channel that sits before you. And in your solar system you see the wonderful dance, the resonant dance of your planets. And in your history you see that resonance changing, of planets moving, of the planet you know as Maldek or Tiamat. That was once a resonant node, and then the resonance moved on, and Tiamat is now your asteroid belt. You can look within your histories for causes. This race did that. This caused that. But cause and effect are merely two poles of the same thing. You cannot have the one without the other. They are inseparable, and outside time you see that is all they are. It is only the illusion within your time that sees this starting here and becoming here, but they are inseparable. So you create understandings and meanings and justifications that this happened so that happened. But the reality is, it is just the resonant nature resolving and changing the natural waves of resonance upon which all is symbolized that you experience. And we can look further out and see that your sun was once closer to the center of your galaxy, and the resonance changed, and your sun was spat out to a new resonant plane where you are now. And you can look through the history of your cultures, of your races, and see civilizations growing as supported by the resonance and decaying again, the coming and the going. And each life, each individual comes and goes, becomes a resonant node for but a moment, lives a life for but a moment, and then goes again. And in your own life, you'll see resonant patterns of interests in certain things, of enthusiasm for this and that. And it always moves on, it always changes. And at each cycle of resonance, you learn and evolve. Now you have been in a resonant state where structure has been unchanging. You have taken an unchanging structure and built new unchanging structures upon it, and called it your legislation and your government and your societal structures. And they have been immovable. They have not described organic reality. But today, that resonant structure changed. And from now on, all your structures will become organic, living things. And ultimately, your physical bodies will attain a true life of their own. For up to now, they have been dead things, only animated by your life force, your consciousness. For when you have left, they return to the soil. But from now, when these energies have resolved through the system, you will see your lives changing, your bodies becoming living, truly living things. And immortality will be yours. And joy will be yours, and laughter. But do not be in a hurry. Relax. Enjoy the ride. For all is now set. as you go downhill towards the great change, which looked upside down becomes uphill towards spirituality. You see, it depends which perspective you have as to whether up is down or down is up. It makes no difference to us, for we see both directions at the same time. So today is a day of great change, of a new reality unfolding, and many of you may feel it as the resonance makes its way around the planet, focusing on one location and another location as it resolves on one individual and another individual. And some of you may have experienced coming towards this point as confusion, as memory lapses, as things appearing to change in front of you, as not being able to think clearly. And some of this may multiply. For the great structure of the illusion, the entire illusion that you have been living in, is now dissolving, not beginning to dissolve, it is dissolving. And things may be a little strange at times, even scary for those still clinging to the illusion. And they will think, how can I let go of that? But let go you must and will, for the resonance changes and everything flows with it. Look not for blame or for cause, do not judge, just flow like the ocean, in simple, effortless resonance, towards the resolution so long sought by some of you, so long resisted by others. And when this energy hits you, some may cry and some may laugh. Flow with it, let it flow through you, for it is all perfect and can be nothing else but perfect. So in immense joy, in great joy, we bring you this news of this transcendent now, and say, greetings, O radiant ones, we love you.